Hey, let's talk about my goats for a minute. So I started noticing that the goats were losing fur around their eyes and their nose, and they were having little patches falling out in their back and their back of their legs and stuff. And I was wondering what was going on. And I just thought maybe it's because it's the winter time and they're just not eating as much of a variety. We give them our table scraps and they eat hay, but I did some more research to see like maybe they're deficient in something or they need some sort of supplement, and found that goats should be having minerals added to their diets, especially in the wintertime when their food is much more limited. And I had no idea. And I also, upon further research, found that the #1 cause of infertility in goats is a mineral deficiency. And I noticed that our female goat has not gone into heat the entire time we've had her. Mind you, we are in February of 2023 and we got them in May of 2022. So this whole time, she has never been in heat, and I thought maybe she's like menopausal or something. But goats don't go into menopause, I found out. And the #1 cause of infertility or not going into heat is mineral deficiency. And then also the patchy fur and losing fur, bald spots on them. It just all made sense. So I went to Tractor Supply and got some goat minerals, and I got Mana Pro. It was honestly, not gonna lie, the only reason I got it is because it wasn't a Dumar or Purina brand. And for those of you who don't know, Purina's had a lot of stipulations about their food, animal feed that they've been making, and it's causing problems with chickens and other animals. And Dumar is also a company that is owned by Purina, just so you know. And I think the company started out years ago as a pretty credible company, but things have just really not gone so well recently. So yeah, you have noticed that your goats are either losing fur in parts of their body, that their hair is like wiry and rough, that they maybe not be interested in reproduction at all, or some other like more serious side effects can be that their bones will be more brittle and can actually grow deformed or be almost like arthritic, and their bones can actually break really easily if they don't have the right minerals. So that's actually really sad. And luckily we haven't gone that far. Minerals are really important for goats' digestion and bone health and immune system and overall health, not just reproduction and appearance. Even though those two might be really important to people, it actually contributes to their overall health and is extremely important. So even if you're not interested in breeding your goats, they still should have some mineral and vitamin supplements, especially if you live in an area where your soil may be deficient, and that's most of America. So I still recommend it no matter what. Also, another little tidbit, goats tend to overeat their minerals, especially if they're deficient. And for some of the minerals that they're consuming, it's not that big of a deal, but if you're getting like a mixed bag like I have and most places are going to offer, there's going to be minerals mixed in that are toxic when taken in high amounts. So you actually have to monitor your goats when you give them minerals. I actually stand out there and hold little cups and let them eat out of them in my hand, and they eat them so fast because they love them. Probably helps that there's like salt and stuff mixed in with it, so they chow down really fast. So while I'm out there doing my barn chores, I just stand there with them, I talk to them, and give them little scratches while they eat the minerals out of my hands. So it's not that big of a deal. They don't usually take too long doing it. So yeah, just a little information that might be helpful just in case, you know, before you dump a bunch of minerals in a bucket and leave and come back and have sick goats. Eee! I do kind of feel a little bit like a bad goat mom, but now that I know, I can fix it. So that's the most important part, is not continuing in my ignorance. But I'm also learning, this is our first year having goats and chickens and all that stuff, and we're still early on in our homesteading endeavors. So everything that I learn new, I'm going to bring it to the table and let you guys know, so that maybe someone else can find it out sooner than I did. So I hope that's helpful for you, and I'll post a timeline of how the goats are doing. I took a few pictures and videos of their fur and everything on their body before I started giving them minerals, and I'm eager to see how fast their fur grows back on their face and see how they're doing, and maybe we'll have baby goats sometime soon. That would be exciting too. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated.